Okay, so welcome to Tier 1 quarterfinal between Rajiv Rai, Pat Gibson, Matthew Marcus, and Sean. So without further ado, let's begin. Rajiv, you set of 2 questions. Here we go. Born in Paris, Yo-Yo Ma is an American cellist who has collaborated with artists across diverse genres. In 2003, Ma released an album called Obrigado Dash, packing it with a superstar lineup of Southern Hemisphere artists, including Rosa Passos, with whom he collaborated on the song Chega de Saudade. Obrigado means thank you in a particular Romance language, but which country's name fills in the blank?
I'll go with Argentina.
Argentina, not correct. Pat?
Brazil.
Yes, Brazil is correct. That's still point there. Is Brazil, the language being Portuguese. Okay, Rajiv, second question, shortest question. What is the only word representing the NATO alphabet that is a month of the year in the Gregorian calendar?
November.
That is correct. November. Well done. Okay, Pat, set of 2 questions for you. One common firework utilizes mercury thiocyanate, which when lit undergoes an intumescent reaction. It does not produce light, sparks, or sound, but the heat exposure causes the substance to increase in volume, forming a long cylindrical shape. What name derived from the world of fauna is given to such fireworks due to the shape produced?
Mushroom.
It's not mushroom. Matthew?
Snake.
It's indeed the snake. Well done. It's the snake fireworks. Snake's the serpent. Okay, Pat, your second question. In 1919, it's not the organization, who tried gaining an audience with world leaders at the Paris Peace Conference while lobbying for civil rights in his native country under the pseudonym Nguyen the Patriot? It is believed that much of his achievements later in life under a different pseudonym meaning bringer of light wouldn't have happened if he did succeed in gaining that audience.
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh is correct. All right, Matthew, we come to you. According to 4bears.com, a website that keeps track of the world's most common names, what is the most popular surname in Israel? This surname comes from Hebrew for priest, used in reference to the Aaronic priesthood. A Jewish actor with this surname recently played a spy with the same surname in a miniseries.
Is it Cohen?
Cohen is correct. It's indeed Cohen. So Sacha Baron Cohen and Eli Cohen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Matthew, second question. Let me see. Yes. In Ibn Fadlan's description of a Norse Viking funeral near the Volga River, dead chieftains were put in a temporary grave, after which one female slave would volunteer to join them in afterlife. What was such a female slave called? The word is the basis of a captivating English word. Ten seconds.
I don't know. Handmaiden.
Handmaiden, no, not correct. Sean?
Thrall.
Can you say that again?
Thrall. Thrall.
Yes, that is correct. I just want this thrall, which is the basis for the word enthrall. Well done.
Oh, I didn't know that was...
Okay, Sean, we come to you. He moved to South America in the early 19th century to work on his chocolate and coffee business. He heard of the gold strike in Sutter's Mill, California, and decided to move to California and set up his first stores there. Named this Italian-American chocolatier, or his namesake company, famous for their chocolate squares.
Cool. I don't know. Lindor? No.
No, not correct. Rajiv?
I'll pass.
Pass. Pat?
Girardelli.
Girardelli is correct. That's
Okay.
point there.
Nice.
This is
Yeah.
Girardelli. Okay, your next question. I need two answers here. Which actor-director partnership spans 5 feature films as of today? This partnership began in 2002 with a 2002 film set in mid-19th century Lower Manhattan. Besides the feature film, they created The Audition, a 2015 short which also featured Robert De Niro. Their next film together is called Killers of the Flower Moon, about the Osage Indian murders of the 1920s and 30s.
No, Scorsese and Pacino.
That is not correct. Rajiv?
I'll pass.
Pass. Matthew?
Pass.
Pass. Pat?
Pass.
Pass. Okay. So this is Scorsese and Leo DiCaprio. It's not Pacino.
Oh, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Probably
Yeah.
Scorsese, but-
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. So yeah, I think the first film was Shutter Island, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Okay, Rajiv, we come back to you. In the course of an undercover journey that began in India and ended in Germany, who took on a range of pseudonyms from Ziauddin, a Pashtun insurance agent, to Count Orlando Mazzotta, an Italian nobleman?
Subhash Chandra Bose.
Subhash Chandra Bose is correct. Okay. Second question. When Iga Swiatek won the 2020 French Open, she became the first singles tennis Grand Slam winner from which country? With 4 gold medals, race walker Robert Korzeniowski is the most successful Olympian from this country. Which country?
I'll go with Poland.
That is correct. Poland indeed, 2-on-2. Okay, Pat, we come to you. Which TV show features the company E-Corp, nicknamed Evil Corp by hacker protagonist Elliot Anderson? The E in E-Corp is designed to look like the logo of the infamous real-life company Enron.
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot is correct. Okay, your next question. What 2-word term refers to the adjustment done to an image in order to compensate for the temperature of the light that illuminates the scene? Cameras offer a few preset values based on the most common types of illumination, but it can also be set manually during or after the shot. Ten seconds, Pat.
Color correction.
Color correction, no, not correct. Rajiv?
Pass.
Pass. Matthew?
Pass.
Pass. Sean?
100% pass.
Okay, you're passing.
Pass.
Okay. This is white balance or color balance or gray balance or
fair
neutral
enough.
balance. Okay, just one moment. I'm just going to switch to my phone network. Just going to pause the recording.
Okay.
Resume recording. Okay, so we come to Matthew's 2 directs now. Originally a rustic dish that was stewed continuously all winter and topped up as needed, this is a warming, fragrant dish of stewing steak, root vegetables, and spices. Traditionally, cooks sieve the broth and serve it separately from the meat. What fiery traditional French dish is this?
Otto Fur.
Pot au feu is correct, which literally means fire pot.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, your NATO alphabet question. What is the only word representing the NATO alphabet? That is the Greek translation for 1,000.
Kilo.
Yes, kilo is correct. Kilo for K. Okay, Sean, we come to you. Okay. Here is your photography question. The fundamental technology of most photography is which two-word effect that has the ability to transform a 3D scene into a 2D image. At its most basic, this effect consists of a darkened box with a very small hole in one side, which projects an image from the outside world onto the opposite side. It translates to dark chamber in Latin.
Camera obscura.
Camera obscura is correct. Second question. When Yelena Ostapenko won the 2017 French Open, she became the first unseeded player to win the French Open since 1933, but also the first Grand Slam tournament winner from which country? Two of these countries' 4 Summer Olympic golds were won by BMX champion Maurice Strombergs. At Tokyo 2020, this country won the men's 3x3 basketball tournament.
I read this somewhere.
Yeah.
God. Mm,
10 seconds, Sean.
I don't know. Lithuania. No, it's not.
I'm sorry, what do you guess?
Lithuania.
No, not Lithuania. Rajiv?
I'll pass.
Pass. Matthew?
Latvia.
Yes, Latvia is indeed correct.
God, can't believe it.
Latvia.
Blinked on. Can't believe I blinked on that.
This is Latvia. Okay, we come back
Very
to
annoying.
you.
I've read that recently.
Okay, hard luck there. Okay, Rajiv, we come to you. It's a longish question, so bear with me. Prophets in Islam are believed to spread Allah's message on earth and to serve as models of ideal human behavior. Many of the revelations delivered by the 48 prophets in Judaism and many prophets of Christianity are mentioned as such in the Quran, but usually with Arabic versions of their names. Prophet Ayub's story in Islam is parallel to whose biblical story, with the main emphasis being on Ayub staying steadfast to God. In Palestinian tradition, his place of trial is Al-Jura, a village outside the town of Al-Majdal. It was there that God rewarded him with a fountain of youth that removed his illness and returned his youth. So, Prophet Ayub.
Isaiah.
Isaiah, no, not Isaiah. Josh, Sean.
Job.
I'm sorry.
Job.
Yes, Job, whatever. That's correct. This is Job. Okay, Rajiv, your second question. What is the name of the TV show whose title comes from the 7-Eleven type corner store run by an immigrant family with members known as Appa, father, and Uma, mother, their daughter Janet, and estranged son Young? It was adapted from a 2011 play of the same name and is set in Toronto's Moss Park. Ten seconds.
I'll go with Soul Store.
Soul Store, no. Pat.
Pass.
Pass. Matthew?
Kim's Convenience.
Yes, Kim's Convenience is correct. We come to Pat for his set of two. More than 15,000 years ago, people migrated to South America from the north, settling in the central Andean region, meaning ancient mountain. What UNESCO World Heritage Site from the region has primary structures called the Intihuatana, Temple of the Sun, and the Room of the Three Windows?
Machu Picchu.
Yes, Machu Picchu indeed. Second question, a long-time shipmate of Matthew Flinders, which British naval surgeon and explorer mysteriously disappeared at sea in 1803. However, by then Flinders recommended that the strait between Van Diemen's Land and the mainland of Australia be named after him.
Pass.
Yeah, that's correct. The Bass Strait, named after George Bass. Okay, Matthew, your set of two. Her show business career began in 1903 as a circus horse rider under the pseudonym Lady MacLeod, referring to her married name. The next few years saw her rise to fame as an exotic dancer under another pseudonym. What was this new pseudonym that remained with her when she made big news a little over a decade later?
Matahari.
Is indeed Matahari. Okay. Your second question. Just 1 minute. Okay. According to legend, Arsene Wenger's success playing which guessing game at a house party earned him the manager's job at Arsenal. He impressed the club vice chairman with his reenactment of A Midsummer Night's Dream. This game, with some variation, gets its name from a modern Provencal word meaning conversation or chatter.
Charades.
Yes, charades, that's correct. Charade or charade?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, two on two for you. Sean, here is your set of two. One funeral tradition in this country is the Fama Dihana, where people open the tomb of the dead every few years and rewrap them in fresh burial cloth. This ritual supposedly speeds up decompensation and push the spirit towards afterlife. In which island country does this happen? Primarily home to those of an Austronesian ethnic group.
Madagascar.
Yes, Madagascar is correct. Your second question. This is your Yo-Yo Ma question. Yo-Yo Ma collaborated on the Grammy-winning 2011 album, The Goat Rodeo Sessions, with Stuart Duncan and others. The album was a fusion of classical music with which other genre? This genre of roots music originated in USA's Appalachian region in the 1940s and takes its name from a pasture plant of the Poa genus.
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass is correct. 2 on 2 for you as well. Okay, Rajiv, we come back to you. Here's your fireworks question. Fireworks used salts derived from various elements to get their characteristic color. For instance, yellow is produced by sodium salt, silver by magnesium, and red by strontium. Which element salts are used to produce a blue-colored firework, typically considered the toughest color to produce in a firework due to the exact temperature the salt must be heated to?
I'll go with potassium.
It is not potassium. Pat?
Pass.
Pass. Sean?
Copper.
Yes,
No.
copper is correct. It's indeed copper. Is indeed copper. Rajiv, your second question. According to fourbeards.com, what is the most popular surname in Bangladesh? This surname comes from the Persian for star or good luck. The numbers for this surname are skewed since it is by far the most common surname for Bangladeshi women. 10 seconds. We'll need an answer in 5, 4.
Sitara.
I'm sorry. Sitara. No,
Sitara.
that's not correct. Pat.
Pass.
Pass. Matthew.
No, pass.
Sean.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. This is Akhtar. Akhtar. Akhtar.
Akhtar.
Akhtar.
Oh.
Okay. Pat, 2 questions for you. This chocolate company was founded by its namesake founder in Harlem in 1863. It is famous for its melt-in-your-mouth chocolate pastilles and its chocolate letters, which are associated with the Dutch holiday Sinterklaas. They also lend their name to recursive optical effect named this Dutch chocolatier or the namesake company.
Droste.
Droste is correct.
What was that? Sorry.
Droste,
Droste.
D-R-O-S-T.
Oh,
Droste.
The
Droste
Droste effect is where within an image you see the same image again.
okay.
Okay, Pat, here, NATO question. What is the only word representing the NATO alphabet that is a world capital?
Lima.
Yes, Lima is correct. Matthew, we come to you. I copied the answer also, sorry. Okay. Okay. Yo-Yo Ma and the Silk Road Ensemble have played cellist Mike Block's arrangement of the hit song Empire State of Mind for hundreds of school kids. This song appeared on the 2009 album The Blueprint 3, name the main artist, or the featured artist who first performed this song.
Jay-Z
That is correct.
featuring
You know-
Alicia Keys.
Yes, yeah, that is, other answer is Alicia Keys. Okay. Matthew, your fireworks question. The fireworks that produce a loud bang consist of gunpowder packed very tightly. When the gunpowder is lit, the gases produced tear through the tight packaging to produce a loud sound. Which famous firecracker gets its name from the green colored packaging material, typically made from jute, used to pack the gunpowder together? Most often, this firecracker uses a red band to hold the fuse together. Ten seconds.
Catherine Wheel. No.
No. Rajiv?
Pass.
Pass. Sorry. Pat?
Pass.
Sean?
I can't think of anything. Pass.
Pass. Okay. So this is the Sutli, or which comes in the string. This I'll just paste the answer. So Sutli or hydrogen bomb or the atom.
Oh, I wasn't going to get that from green colored packaging material.
I thought the green was the word to look for.
Yeah. It's actually the
Never.
string that
Oh.
is the it's actually the string.
Oh,
which
there we
binds
go.
up. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. So from the string you get Sutli. Okay. Sean, 2 questions for you. Following earlier Paracas traditions, which culture is known for creating massive geoglyph? This culture flourished from around 100 BC to 800 AD next to the arid southern coast of Peru. Ceramics, offerings of shells, and post holes of roofs suggest people walked among the geoglyphs and performed rituals to celebrate their relationship with the living landscape.
Nazca.
Yeah, Nazca lines being the geoglyphs. Okay. Next question, an MP from Ashburton and then from Wareham, which officer of the East India Company served as a governor of Madras from 1763 to 1767. Today, he is chiefly remembered through the 2 connected water bodies in the geographical vicinity that bear his name.
Mountains. Should get
10 seconds.
Eden.
No. Rajiv?
Park, P-A-L-K. Park.
Yes, that is correct.
Ah,
Robert
Oh,
Park, the Park Strait.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robert Park. Nice
Okay,
deal there. Okay. So we are halfway through now. Matthew leading with 9 points. Pat on 8 points. Sean on 7, and Rajiv with that steal gets on 4 points.
the park
Okay,
is two things rather than one. Okay, fine.
Okay, Rajiv, here we go. It is considered the national dish of Russia. They are pastry dumplings, typically filled with minced meat and wrapped in a thin pasta-like dough. They can be served alone, slathered in butter and topped with sour cream, or in a soup broth. What dish is this? It's not for you, Sean. It's Rajiv's. Yeah, 10 seconds. I'll need an answer.
Go with kofte.
No, not correct. Pat,
pass.
pass. Matthew,
Pierogi.
that is not correct. Sean,
I can't remember. Pass.
pass. Okay, so I am instructed specifically not to accept pierogi. This is pelmeni.
Polish.
This pelmeni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P-E-L-M-E-N-I.
That should have clued
Pierogi
me in,
was
but
wrong, but I was going to go for it anyway.
Okay. All right, Rajiv, your second question. Again, 2 answers needed. Which actor-director partnership spanning 7 movies began with the iconic 1960 La Dolce Vita, ended with the 1987 Intervista, where the actor appeared as himself? In 1993, where the director won an honorary Oscar for lifetime achievement, the actor and Sophia Loren presented it to him.
I'll go with Fellini and Mastroianni.
That is correct.
Nice.
Fellini and Mastroianni. Player 2, question 1. Prophet Idris in Islam is a parallel to which biblical figure and patriarch prior to Noah's flood? He is the father of Methuselah. Via 19th century Tennyson poem, this figure indirectly lent their name to a legal principle which states that a person could be declared dead for purposes of remarriage and inheritance after being missing a certain number of years. Ten seconds. Pat.
Enoch.
Yes, Enoch is correct.
Well done.
Enoch.
I thought that was passing.
Okay, so Enoch Arden by Tennyson. Okay, Pat, your second question. Which guessing game originated in Europe during the 17th century and was played when a prisoner facing death demanded something called the right of words and life? A modern, more politically correct version may involve the addition or accretion of snowballs instead.
Hangman.
Yeah, hangman indeed.
Well done.
Listeners, this is
Okay,
indeed
yeah.
hangman. Indeed hangman. All right, Matthew, your set of 2 questions. This Swiss chocolatier's first shop opened in Bern in 1879. He improved the quality of Swiss chocolates by adding back cocoa butter to it. He developed the conching machine to mix cocoa butter better into his chocolates. Named this chocolatier or the company he lends his surname to. It owns a whopping 50% market share in Europe.
Lint.
Lindt is correct. Rudolf Lindt being the person. Okay, again, 2 answers needed. Next question. Which actor-director partnership spanning 24 movies and 3 TV episodes began with 1928's Mother Machree, where the actor appeared as an extra, and ended with the 1970 documentary Chesty, a tribute to a legend, which was narrated by the actor. The actor also appeared in 5 uncredited roles with the director, before starring in 1939's Stagecoach?
Ford and Wayne.
That is correct. John Ford, John Wayne.
Yeah.
Sean, your set of 2 questions. Which TV show features the company Waystar Royco, which is divisions in media, entertainment, parks or cruises, and other industries? Rumored to be inspired from the real-life Murdochs, Waystar Royco was started by Logan Roy.
Christ. Oh, I know. Succession.
It is indeed Succession.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, here is your surname question. According to forebears.com, what is the most popular surname in Sri Lanka? This surname was introduced by the Portuguese from Portugal's 4th most popular surname. Both surnames get their name from a pom fruit from the genus Pyrus. Surprisingly, no one with this surname has been the country's president.
De Silva.
De Silva, no, not De Silva. Rajiv? 3.
Pass.
Pass. Pat.
Pass.
Pass. Matthew?
Pereira.
That is indeed correct. This is Pereira from Pereira and from Pier.
Goodness me, well done.
Yeah, this is the progression. Yeah. Okay, nice answer there. Okay, so round 6, we come back to Rajiv again. What word meaning knot in Cusco Quechua refers to recording devices fashioned from strings made of cotton or camelid fiber string? They played a key part in the administration of the Kingdom of Cusco and later Tahuantinsuyo, the empire controlled by the Inca ethnic group, flourishing across the Andes from 1100 to 1532 AD.
This is Kipu.
Yes, Kipu is correct.
Rabble word.
Yeah. Okay, Rajiv, your photography question. What single letter precedes the word stop to refer to the diameter of the aperture? Aperture is the opening through which light passes through the lens to enter the camera, and the reduction/enlargement of the diameter controls how much light reaches the sensor.
F. F for father.
Yes, F is correct. Here, F stands for focal length. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 on 2 there. Okay, Pat, come to you. In their original language, the name of what structures translates to burn from the sun. Largely due to the structure's role in this religion's eschatology, it has been referred to as the world's first ecological religion. English or local name acceptable. Ten seconds.
Pyramids.
Pyramids, no. Rajiv?
Pass.
Sean?
Is it the Towers of Silence?
Is indeed the Tower of Silence. Well done.
Oh, very nice.
Is indeed the Tower of Silence.
Dakhma.
Yeah, Dakhma. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right, Pat, your second question. When Odense-born Caroline Wozniacki won the 2018 Australian Open, she became the first singles tennis Grand Slam winner from which country? The men's singles badminton champion at Tokyo 2020 was from this country.
Denmark.
Yeah, Denmark is correct. Victor Axelsen being the badminton winner. Player 3, question 1. Which TV show rebooted in 2017 from the 1980s primetime soap opera of the same name features the conglomerate Carrington Atlantic and is run by the Carrington family. Most of their business is in oil, and in the original show, the company was called Denver Carrington.
Dynasty?
Dynasty is correct.
Dynasty, yeah.
Yeah. Second question, what creature is believed to have inspired the layout of the inner city of Cusco and that of Lake Titicaca? For the Incas, this creature was a divine animal that represented the power of the earth and land of the living. Appropriately, the name Titicaca comes from the word Titicaca, meaning rock of the dash in the Aymara language.
Oh dear. The llama.
It is not the llama. Okay, Rajiv.
Pass.
Pass. Pat.
Jaguar.
That is not correct. Sean.
Oh, pass. That's my guess.
Okay,
Pass.
so yeah, this is actually a puma. It's not a jaguar.
Oh,
Yeah, fine. Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's a puma mountain lion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone would have. Yeah. Okay. Pat, we come to sorry, Sean set of two questions. Prophet Yunus ibn Matta in Islam is a parallel to whose story from the Bible, where his reluctance in delivering God's judgment on the city of Nineveh led him to be swallowed by a large sea creature. On July 24, 2014, ISIS destroyed the mosque containing his tomb as part of a campaign to remove sanctuaries they deemed idolatrous.
Jonah.
Yeah, Jonas is correct.
Yeah, go on. I'm not asleep. Go away. Sorry about that. Right, yeah.
Okay. You're fine now?
Yes, fine.
Okay. Sean, your second question. These fireworks consist of small amount of silver fulminate surrounded by sand gravel and twisted in an explosive paper into a cherry shape. The gravel ensures that these fireworks produce a loud sound, but don't cause damage as the gravel absorbs most of the energy produced by detonation. Silver fulminate is very sensitive to friction. So how are these fireworks typically detonated?
That's me. I mean, is it like you wave them in the air, sparklers?
Wave them in the air? No. Rajiv?
Essentially, you throw them against a wall or some hard surface. On the contact, it explodes.
Yes, exactly. That's correct. So you have to throw them very hard.
Well, there we go.
And then it explodes. It's called throwdowns. Okay. Yeah. So we come back to Rajiv again. Round 7. This Italian chocolatier founded his company in 1946. He made his fortune from an invention created from hazelnut and coconut. The popularity of this product has now made this company the largest consumer of hazelnuts in the world. Another product of this company takes its name from the French word for boulder or rock. Name this chocolatier or his namesake company.
Ferrero.
Yeah, that is correct. Your guessing game question. Which old code-breaking guessing game, usually played on paper and pencil, predates the commercially marketed board game Mastermind? The game types include numerical and word versions in variations of 3, 4, and 5 characters. A 1970 computer program called Moo was an early digital implementation of this game.
Is it Pictionary?
Pictionary, no. Pat?
Battleship.
Battleship is not correct. Sean?
Pass.
pass. Matthew.
I just call it mastermind pass. Pass.
Okay, so the word moo was written. So this is cows and bulls, or rather bulls and cows, or pigs and
All right,
bulls.
there we go.
Good
Yeah.
clue if you've ever heard of it. I have not.
Okay, Pat,
Yeah.
we come to you. 2 answers again. Which actor-director partnership spanning 16 movies began with 1948's Drunken Angel and ended with Red Beard in 1965? This is a hard fact which won't really be different from 3 different viewpoints either.
Akira Kurosawa and Toshiro Mifune.
Yes, that is correct.
Hold on.
It sounds.
Last nice hint to the film Rashomon there. The last line.
Red Beard is very good.
It is indeed. Okay, Pat, second question. According to fourbear.com, what is the most popular surname in Bhutan? In Tibetan Buddhism, the word represents a thunderbolt in the form of a double trident or scepter. The word for thunderbolt also lends its name to a nearby tourist destination in a neighboring country. Ten seconds.
Darjeeling.
That is not correct. Rajiv?
Dorji.
Yeah, Dorji is correct. So Darjeeling being the destination there, but I wanted Dorji.
Oh, good.
Okay, Matthew, 2 questions. From Japanese for blur or haze, what term is used for the optical phenomena that makes bright out of focus elements aesthetically pleasing in photographs? Using a fast lens at its wider aperture turns a busy background into a blurred homogenic canvas where light appears as soft shapes.
I've heard this. Damn it. I'm not going to remember it. Pass.
Pass, Rajiv?
Okay.
Yeah, bokeh is correct.
Uh,
Crucial steel point there. Matthew, second question. When Emma Raducanu won the 2021 US Open, she became the first ladies singles tennis Grand Slam winner in 40 plus years. Track cyclist Jason Kenney is this country's most successful Olympian with 7 gold medals.
United Kingdom.
I have to prompt you.
Oh God. Great Britain.
Yeah, Great Britain. That's what I'm looking for. This is indeed great. It's Great
a
Britain.
bit weird, but okay.
Good prompt, but okay. Probably there's some. Yeah.
Okay, Sean, 2 questions. At age 18, Henry McCarthy took the name William H. Bonney when he fled as an outlaw from New Mexico to Arizona. A diminutive form of this pseudonym gave rise to what other name he is most famous known by. This is how he was known when he was killed by Sheriff Patrick Garrett at the age of 21.
Billy the Kid.
Yes, Billy the Kid indeed. Here is your NATO alphabet. Only word representing NATO alphabet that is also a nymph in Greek mythology.
Echo.
2 on 2 there. And
Very
we
nice.
come to the last round. Things heating up.
Oh, yeah.
It's very close. Let's see what happens. Rajiv, Nana, Otafrija, pall bearing and waiting service was started by Benjamin Ido as a regular pall bearing service. For an extra charge, the pall bearers would dance too. After BBC featured them in a report, they became viral. From which West African country were these pall bearers?
I'll go with Senegal.
It's not Senegal, Pat.
Ghana.
Ghana indeed.
Ah,
Is indeed Ghana.
fine. I don't clearly.
They used to dance with the coffins on their shoulders. Okay, Rajiv, second question. Which navigable sea route separating mainland South America from Tierra del Fuego is considered the most prominent natural passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean? It is called the Strait of All Saints by the first recorded person to have traversed through it, and after whom it is now named. Ten seconds.
I'll go with Magellan.
That is correct. Well done. This is
Yeah.
indeed the Magellan Strait.
I was worried between Drake and Magellan.
I know. I was like, yeah.
Okay, you picked the correct choice. Okay, Pat, two questions. A young Yo-Yo Ma once jammed with which singer for an inventive take on the lullaby Hush Little Baby? In 1988, this artist's best-known hit, which may have been inspired by Meher Baba expression, became the first a cappella song to reach the #1 on Billboard Hot 100.
McFerrin?
Yes, Bobby McFerrin, don't worry, be happy. Okay, next question. Besh barmak is the national dish among many nomadic Turkic people in Central Asia. It is made from finely chopped boiled meat mixed with noodles and cheek and onion sauce and is typically served on large communal platter. What does the name literally mean, which reflects the manner in which it is to be eaten?
Finger food? Finger
No,
meat?
no, not correct.
Sorry,
Sean?
what did Pat say?
He said
Finger food.
finger food. I will prompt you. Sorry, I will prompt you. My bad, I'll prompt you.
You're prompting me.
Yeah. Pat, I'll prompt you. Yeah.
Finger meal.
Finger, no, not that. Sean?
No, that's pass.
Pass. Rajiv.
So
3.
essentially picked up and eaten.
Picked up and eaten. No, not correct. Matthew?
I'm going to pass. This is confusing.
Okay, so
10 fingers or 2 hands or something.
So Besh barmak means 5 fingers in Kyrgyz. So I wanted 5 fingers. It is to be
right.
5
I
fingers.
probably would have said 10 fingers. So.
Never did
Yeah.
mind Kyrgyz viewer go, of course. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's prompting with eating with hand or fingers. So
Sad.
okay, okay, score remains the same now. Matthew, come to you. Last 4 questions. Prophet Yahya ibn Zakaria in Islam is parallel to which biblical figure whose Christian name is derived from the Hebrew Yochanan, meaning Yahweh is gracious. The Quran says that he is a witness to the word of God and the righteous prophet who would herald the coming of Jesus.
On the Baptist.
Yes, John the Baptist.
Yeah, hold on.
Correct. And you take the lead.
Salome. Joe Cannon in that.
Yeah, so which Danish cartographer and explorer was an officer in the Russian Navy and led the Great Northern Expedition in the 1730s? He explored the northeastern coast of Asia and from there parts of the North American coast. A water body that he traversed in the process is now named after him.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ten seconds, Matthew?
No, Barents.
No. Can you repeat again?
Barents. Yeah.
No. Okay. Sean?
Bearing.
Yes,
Bad luck.
bearings.
Oh,
Yes.
Barents.
Yes,
Oh,
bearing
Pat,
straight.
yes.
Yeah, it's a Barents. Yeah, that's a okay. Critical
Oh, Christ, right.
point there to Sean. Okay, now he has
Yeah.
2 questions to go. Okay, served fresh. This simple dish of pounded veal cutlet that is breaded and lightly fried is Austria's food ambassador, despite the dish's Italian origin. So, which dish is this?
God, which one is it? Schnitzel.
Yes, schnitzel is correct. And the last question of the quiz. Let's see. Which guessing game is thought to have originated in the French game El Attack, played during World War I? One early version was Milton Bradley's Broadsides. An early video game called Mugwump is similar to this guessing game. A 2012 box office failure, partially filmed on the USS Missouri, was based on this game.
This Battleship?
Yeah, this is indeed Battleships.
Ooh.
Okay, so we have a tie for the. So Sean and Matthew, we have to break ties now to decide the first and second spot. Hard luck to Pat Gibson, just missing out with 14 points.
Yeah, bad luck, guys. Bad luck, Pat.
Rajiv on 12 points.
That was a good game.
Okay, so here's what will happen. So I will put any one of you in the waiting room, and either Matthew or Sean, and I will give one of you a set of 3 questions for the tiebreakers. Okay. So I'll just put any one of you in the waiting room. So Matthew, I'm putting you. Okay. Putting you in the waiting room. Okay. Sean, I will DM you the personal message you the questions.
Yeah.
DM you. Okay. So you'll get the same set of 3 questions. So Matthew will also get the same set of questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean. Okay. Let me see if I'm selecting the right. Yeah, tiebreakers set 1. Okay.
Good.
Here we go. This Belgian chocolate company's name is a portmanteau of the first names of his husband-wife co-founders. Owned by Lotte, they are famous for their praline chocolates that are in the shape of seahorses and seashells. Which company is this?
Guylian, or however you pronounce it. Guylim.
Yes. Okay. Next question, your NATO question. What is the only word representing the NATO alphabet that is also a Volkswagen car?
Golf.
Okay, golf. Okay, your next question. When Bianca Andreescu won the 2019 US Open, she became the first Grand Slam tournament singles winner from which country? She was also the first player to win a Grand Slam singles title as a teenager since Maria Sharapova in 2006. The country she belonged to failed to win a single Olympic gold medal as a host nation at a certain edition. Which country?
Hang on.
You have 30
Canada.
seconds. Okay, I have got all 3 answers. I'll now admit Matthew in the room. You guys can stay on. Matthew, are you with us? Yeah, hi. So I'll give you the same set of 3 questions, which Sean faced. Okay. This Belgian chocolate company's name is a portmanteau of the first names of its husband-wife co-founders owned by Lotte. They are famous for their praline chocolates that are in the shape of seahorses and seashells. Which company is this? You have 30 seconds. 10 seconds.
Leanne.
Yeah, that is correct. Leanne. Okay. What is the only word representing the NATO alphabet that is also a Volkswagen car?
Golf.
Okay. The next question. When Bianca Andreescu won the 2019 US Open, She became the first Grand Slam tournament singles winner from which country? She was also the first player to win a Grand Slam singles title as a teenager since Maria Sharapova in 2006. This country, the country she belonged, failed to win a single Olympic gold medal as a host nation at a certain edition. Which country?
Canada.
Okay, so both of you answered all three of your questions correctly. So we will move on to the second set of tiebreakers.
Nice.
Okay, Sean, I will put you now in the waiting room.
Sure.
Okay, put in waiting room. Matthew, I will DM you the questions.
Okay.
Okay, so come in your chat. Matthew Marcus. Okay. Also known as EXIF, what 8-letter term is used to represent the essential information about image? This includes dimensions, resolution, keywords, camera settings, focal length, copyright owner, etc. Most of this is automatically added to photos. This term is used in similar context for other multimedia too.
Metadata.
Okay, metadata. Next question. It's a funeral question. Strange funeral tradition from which country include the Tinguan peoples who dress the deceased in the fanciest of clothes and sit the body on a chair, often placing a lit cigarette in lips. The Sagda regions, which features coffins hung from cliffs, bringing the souls of the dead closer to heaven, and the Cavite peoples vertically hung corpses in hollowed out trees chosen by the person before death. Which country is this?
The Philippines.
Okay. Your next question. In April 2002, who accompanied Yo-Yo Ma in playing a violin sonata by Brahms for the National Medal of Arts Awards? Although she once wanted to become a concert pianist, she ultimately entered a different field and was in a security advisory role in 2002. She briefly performed on the piano in a cameo for an episode of 30 Rock as well. 10 seconds.
Condoleezza Rice. Okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. I will admit Sean now. Okay. Sean, are you with us?
Yeah, let me just get the chat open.
Okay.
There we are.
All right, your question. Also known as EXIF, what 8-letter term is used to represent the essential information about the image? This includes dimensions, resolution, keywords, camera settings, focal length, copyright owner, etc. Most of this is automatically added to photos. The term is used in similar context for other multimedia too.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
no, pass.
Okay, so I will end this here. So Matthew got all three of his questions answered
right, fine.
correctly.
In that case, fine.
Yeah, so this is metadata.
Oh, of course. Oh.
This is metadata. All right.
Yeah.
So we have.
What are the other questions?
Okay.
Yeah, but you've got outrageous guesses on, Sean, so you're unlucky.
Okay.
No,
so,
well done.
So Matthew, you got all of your three questions.
That's a very good game.
Correct. Well done.
Okay.
So this was the second question.
Did you get these ones, Sean? Because I guessed both of them, and I was
No. It's fine. Well done for winning. That's
all right. So I guess that's. Yeah, you want to answer? Yeah.
I don't know, Mexico maybe.
Mexico. No, this is not Mexico. This is Philippines.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Okay, so this is the last question of the year. So Yo-Yo Ma, Violin Sonata by Brahms. So who is this? He was in a security advisory role.
Condoleezza Rice, maybe?
Yeah, Condoleezza Rice.
Okay, fine, sure.
Okay, so
Well
that
done,
ends the
Matthew.
year.
That was a very good game. Yeah,
Should have
I
said
enjoyed that.
there and stopped this nonsense.
Okay.